Day fun day. A new Sunday fun day. Live stream for Sunday fun day. Live stream for Sunday. Fun day. Bow? No, that's not the one. Bow, get money. All right. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to add a little bit of color. A little red to match my hat there. Nice and red. Red. Put the red on there for the red. That don't look red, that look pink. How that look pink? That's red. Give me the red. Pink magenta? Why the pink magenta look more red than the red? Why the pink magenta look more red than the red? That don't make no sense. I just figured out that W host, W tie, WL host. Hey, listen, you ain't got to like me. After the conversation I had last night, I jumped up on the panel to troll a little bit, and I realized that one of the lies spread about me, like that the rumor mill on TikTok, okay, works just like the rumor mill in a high school. Shit just becomes a story. It don't matter if it's true or not. Monopoly, what are you doing?
What a zoo boo boo.
I want a zoo boo boo. I want a zoo boo boo.
Enjoying my Sunday. How about you?
I'm living the thug life, practicing my kung fu.
Damn it, man. That is thugalicious.
Yeah, thugalicious,
Yeah.
like from Boondocks. Hey, over there on YouTube, how y'all doing? Hey, listen, today's topics are communism, black people can't be racist, all masculinity is toxic. If you disagree, request up on TikTok or dial in at 202-999-3055. Thank you.
Man, I used to be a hat guy, and I had a hat just like that one. I wore it to New York, and I lost it.
I don't know what you mean. What is D&B funk? What is that?
Duns and Bradstreet funk.
Dungeons and Biscuits?
Duns Engine
Dungeness
bagels.
Neuro Brain?
D&B. Duns and Bradstreet. You know what Duns and Bradstreet
dipping bits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man.
Yeah. I have no idea what the hell that was about. Can somebody explain that comment to me? D&B next time, capiche? I don't know what that means. Dipping
All
bits.
masculinity is toxic.
Which is a true
What?
fact. It is a statement of truth.
How?
What do you mean?
can be masculine without being toxic.
You cannot.
Okay. What how would you define being masculine?
Just masculinity is just the performance of manhood.
So you're saying that they're acting masculine?
No, I just like we all do things to perform our identity markers. That's just a thing, right? Like Christians wear crosses, teachers put apples on their desk. We just do things to perform our identity markers. Whether or not you're a man depends on your personal schema that aligns with sex. But the performance of manhood is toxic because man is an oppressor class, and oppressorship is toxic. It's kind of like one of those, when white people go like, only white people could be racist, and they're just like acknowledging that shit.
Well, but here's the thing, though. So, okay, let me ask you this. So, if I had a counselor, for example,
Mhm.
and I talked to a counselor about my problems or my perceived issues that I feel like that they're issues, is that masculine or is that non-masculine?
That's just you talking to somebody about some stuff. Like literally everybody should be doing that.
It's just what?
That's just you talking to somebody about some stuff. That's just you getting health care. Everybody should do that. Thank
Oh,
you for the
see, that's the
gifts.
problem, though.
Miss Monroe, thank you for
I
the
would,
gifts. Petty, thank you for the gifts. Oh, that went to
I
Ty.
would say,
Thank you for gifting Ty.
I would say two
Oh,
things.
thank you.
One, I would say that's not masculine at all. And number two, it's a significant problem for men, or I mean, I would say I would venture to say even women to sit around and talk about their problems.
So you mean it's an issue as in they need to go?
Well, yeah, I mean it's a issue as far as like mental health, right? So if I went to a shrink and or a counselor and I laid on that couch and I was just laying there, thinking about my problems, talking about my problems,
Yeah.
and all they're going to tell me is this. They're not going to give you a prescription, not over the counter prescription rugs, but I'm talking about prescription as like prescribing of what you should do to get yourself out of that issue. They're going to ask you open-ended questions to lead you into a specific way without them telling you. And that is, again, that is a problem. They're going to say, okay, well,
No, that's not
That
how
sounds
that
like a
works at
bad
all.
therapist, and you should report them if
They're
they're
like,
doing that.
do you ever go to the store in flip flops? And then you're like, yeah. And they go, that's an
And
indicator
they
of
write that down.
very interesting. That's not how that works. The same way, like you go into the hospital for like chest pain, and then they ask you questions about your family history. They ask you questions about, you know, your like some emotional problems that you've been having, some triggers, some sticking points that you have. Like they're literally just gathering medical data.
and to do nothing with it
No,
but
they
to
don't do anything. They don't not do anything with it. I've still have PTSD. I've been struggling with PTSD from the war for almost 20 years now, right? It's about 18 years. Let's see, 2000, wait, hold on, 2006? Shit, yeah, almost 20 years now. 2000. So next year it'll be 20 years, right? I wasn't doing good. I went to go talk to some people, right? And I need you to understand how bad it was. I was unemployed. I gained 60 pounds, would not refuse to leave my bed, wouldn't go out in public, barely went to school. Like I went to school and went home immediately, right? I didn't want to be seen. None of that. I was violent. I had fits of rage, right? I engaged in risk-taking behavior, all those things, right? And didn't realize what I was doing. I went to go get help. Immediately, I'm employed. I have a community. You know what I mean? I'm more engaged with my family. The rage subsided. So literally that literally that went on for 10, 15 years, and then I got the help, and 11 weeks later, it's like somebody flipped a switch. I'm not over it. I'm not completely healed, but the difference is so drastic that it's there's only one thing you could attribute it to, and that was the counseling.
two things. I appreciate your service, and it sucks that you went through that, and I'm glad you got the help. I mean, I'm glad that helped you. What I will say about that is, did they say, okay, you need to do this, and you'll be better?
They literally gave me a workbook. They gave me a workbook. I worked on the workbook. Hold on, let me close some of these tabs here so I can see what's happening. Boom, boom, boom. All right. They literally gave me a workbook. For the ADHD, they did give me some meds, but for the workbook was literally about me just doing computation. Literally, I did a group. I did 2 groups. I did one cognitive processing therapy for the 11 weeks. That's the 11-week program. And then I continued, after that, doing more personal sessions with a therapist. And it was, I'm making about 150K by myself a year now. Like I run this business, you know. I built a community. I got lots of friends. I'm straight help.
Do you think it has anything to do what you like the actions that you took versus
Well, the action was getting therapy in the workbook. Like therapy isn't just talking to someone. You know, like therapy is work. It's work that you have to be willing to do for yourself. Your therapist can't fix you for you. Your therapist can only give you the tools that you might need to work on yourself for yourself. And I think that's like a really common misconception about therapy is that like you go and they just tell you how to fix your life and then boom. And if you can't fix it after the first few sessions, it's the therapist's fault.
there, and she's like, "Not on my watch."
Exactly. Like
Now think of it
does
like
take-
physical therapy, right? You can go to physical
Exactly.
therapy. The physical therapist can tell you what exercises to do, but you got to do the exercises. But do you know how to strengthen your muscles or recuperate without that expertise there? You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Ty.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I gotta stole the show a little bit because this was maybe he was asking you. So
No. You straight. Yeah, but we do have a new live goal. 100 of these little DJ spins. Wicked. You hit the live goal, you get us on the FYP, and what it tells me about you is that you're the best cartwheeler at your school, and I'm proud of you for that. And you should be proud of yourself. Don't forget. Also, the topics are W communism, black people can't be racist, all masculinity is toxic. If you disagree, request over here on TikTok. If you're over on YouTube and you want to call in, the number is 202-999-3055. Don't forget to support Ty. Don't forget to support me. The Cash App and the PayPal links are in the bio.
Hey, is it the DJ glasses one?
It's just DJs. It's just a little spin table, a little turntable.
All right, hang on, I can't find it.
Ty, you ever...
and others part. Yeah.
You gotta say the and others. You gotta say that. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome for my therapy. You know what I mean?
That'll be $150.
Right? Like for some people, they met me before I got the help, and it wasn't good. You know what I mean? And they weren't. I don't think they were deserving of what I was like. To be honest with you.
Hey, you might want to reset that live goal, by the way.
Oh, they hit it already? W hitting the live goal.
W chat. Yeah, no, but therapy genuinely is amazing. And I'm back on Zoloft.
W.
After I stupidly cold turkey quit all my meds at 18. Don't do that, chat. That's not smart. Don't even know how I made it this long.
Being even keel after being like either super low or super high or back and forth after a long time is amazing. It's so good.
I'm waiting for them to fully kick in. It's only been like a week, a little over a week, but I already feel the kind of almost placebo effect of it in the beginning. I definitely feel different already. So
once you get to that full month and you get to that like, I'm not flipping. Oh yeah.
I'm ready.
Amazing.
I'm ready.
Peach and I used to joke on the phone because I'd be like well into my depression meds, and I'd be like, You know what's awesome? I can't feel shit.
No, that's it really is. The other day I was driving and it must have started kicking in a little bit because I was like, my head is a little quieter. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot
straight
that
up.
that's how usually minds are supposed to sound,
Yeah,
not loud.
yeah. No, I mean, it helps. When the alternative is being destructive to your family or being destructive to yourself, it's amazing. It really is amazing to recover. It really is. Again, it was a smooth 15 years where I was just like this terrible dude. Like, you know what I mean? I was just like a bad guy, you know? People on the street was catching hands. I was making up reasons to fight. You know what I mean? Just because I didn't have that adrenaline. You know what I mean? I didn't have that adrenaline fix. So, I was out. The wizard tell you like we stopped going out to the club and everything. Like we got like she didn't want to. We didn't want to go out in public because I was so. You know what I mean? Like anybody say anything is bad. You know what I mean? So, yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all, am I loud? I've noticed on the last few clips, I've been clipping. Like my
I
mic
mean, your
is
mic is
super loud.
definitely there. I have you
Not on my
lower
end.
than I have most hosts, I think, on my volume.
Hey,
My my concern.
y'all over there on YouTube, I just want to give a shout out to Lost Burgess, Manders, Courtney's, Mia's over there holding it down. I appreciate you so much, Mia. Y'all don't forget if you're here, give it a like. You know what I mean? Hit us with a little likey like. Again, if you are on the Ubity Tubity, damn it, darn it, doohickey. Go ahead and if you're on the Ubity Tubity and you want to discuss the topic, 202-999-3055. If you're over here on the Tickety Tockety, you can just request or call in to the hotline. Okay, Monopoly, what did you need?
Yeah, so what I was going to say is here's my concern with all the medication. If you look at like 50 years ago, folks went through a bunch of shit and
Lobotomized, yeah.
they still they weren't, on a medication. My concern with medication is that you become desensitized to the medication if you're on it for a long period of time. Two, my other
That's called
concern
it's
is
working.
Pretty much. Pretty much. The only thing I
my other
quit was the
concern is
ADHD meds because they weren't doing the right shit. Like because they were highly addictive, and so I did quit those because I didn't want to abuse them. I'm not a substance for fun kind of guy. Unless it's a little bit of drink, I will have a Long Island iced tea when I get to
That one,
karaoke.
the withdrawal from Adderall, though, was definitely horrible. Oh my God, it was so bad. But I was too
Cold
broke to buy more
chills.
to get my refill.
Yeah.
So I just quit for 6 years. But I got to get back on that next because I'm tired. The ADHD is getting, I don't know, more powerful. It's
Petty will tell you. Petty will tell you like I'm here and then whoop and then whoop whoop whoop. You know what I mean? So
no, literally yesterday I decided to start to create a little mini book for the bilingual kitten, a little story. I got to finish that today because then I also did 1,000 other things.
yeah, that's a W. I think you need to just give yourself some grace. You know what they told me? They was like, just commit to doing 5 minutes, just a little 5 minute chunk. If you continue afterward, good. If not, then at least you got something done. you know.
It really is my worst symptom, though, is the half finished tasks because I have 1,000 thoughts in my head at once, and they're all at different volumes, and it's too much, and I get so overstimulated so easily, and it's only getting worse. And I keep leaving things all over the house. I keep leaving stuff in the fridge
Yeah.
on anything, whether it's food or not.
Yeah, I left a shoe in the fridge yesterday.
Yeah. See, like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like,
I'm kidding. But if I
well-
zoom out, you'll see laundry's over here. My hats. I'm supposed to be unpacking. I went on 2 trips recently. I went to go get DJ. DJ staying with us now. I went to go get Boogie. He's staying with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be unpacking, but I was like,
executive dysfunction.
executive dysfunction.
I should be doing the laundry and the dishes and vacuuming the rest of my house. I got a new sexy ass vacuum. She's so sexy. She's pink. She's like light.
Veronica.
Ooh.
Yeah. For a vacuum,
Ooh.
Veronica.
Vanessa.
Well, yeah.
Did you
Veronica the vacuum.
Vanessa.
Get all those dust bunnies from under your couch. Yeah.
Vanessa, I'm Freddie. Oh, I'm so excited for that new movie. Sorry, the ADHD happened again. Zai.
Yeah.
Masculinity. Mascu-titty. What's this? Do you still have an idea of why?
Ask you what?
Do you see how the narrative of pushing like anti-therapy or like anti-medication is it harms everyone, including men, but is a key belief of like manospheres and like red pill talk?
I hear you. I feel you, but I still disagree. And the reason why I feel that way is because I believe it's a double-edged sword, right? Dependency on it will cut you, and not having it will cut you. So
I don't. I can't. First of all, in this economy, I can't find anybody who would be overusing therapy. I can't. I can't imagine somebody.
Your
would be,
therapist texts you back. You talk to me too much.
yeah, like please don't call me anymore.
Please don't call me.
You're giving me too much money. Is what I was like. So,
No, for real. Each session's like $100. That's kind of like
that's a lot. Yeah,
retail therapy. Oh, I get it.
straight up. And so, like, yeah, I don't. It's healthcare. It's literally healthcare, and just like everything else with healthcare, it's not always going to be 100%. You know, I was a respiratory therapist off and on for about 8 to 13 years, and you don't always get stuff right with even respiratory therapy, but it literally. You need it, right? You need to go get your prostate checked. You know what I mean? With a doctor. Don't get tricked like I did. I was.
well, damn.
You know what I mean? Don't just. It's like this looks like a bar. You know. The doctor's office is in the back. But you need healthcare. You need to go get your blood checked. All of your stuff, like your vitals. Same thing goes with your brain.
Okay, so speaking about the brain, so recession, right? So here's an example. So we have AI, and AI is being more prevalent in our society every day. People are reducing their critical thinking significantly, and that critical side or critical thinking portion of the brain, there's folks that believe that there will be some sort of recession of the brain from the lack of using critical thinking and relying more on AI. And I believe the same thing happens with this scenario as well. With the
The only
medication.
problem is there's no okay. You aren't always the most accurate assessor of yourself, right? For example, I went around for 15 years telling myself I was fine, or just telling myself to be tough, right? Oh, I'll just be stronger. I'll just get it right next time. Meanwhile, hobo at the Golden Bull walks up on me and gets knocked out. You know what I'm saying? It's a miracle I'm not in prison. You know what I'm saying? It's a miracle I'm not in prison. Hey yo, so you might not know you don't know the stuff. You know what I mean? There are certain cognitive functions. Your limbic system can be active and you not be thinking about it because you're in fight or flight mode, but it just be your norm. Like there's stuff that you don't know. And you got to go to somebody who does know, who has the data, who has the experience, who has the training. It's just the way it works. You're always going to have better results with a personal trainer than you are just winging it. Just because you read, what's that dude's name? Arnold Schwarzenegger's Muscle Bible doesn't mean you're going to be an expert bodybuilder.
Okay. What if I met you? Maybe I can meet you in the middle, but there needs to be a time to wean off of it, right? Like, not, what do you mean, no? Not at all?
Sometimes no. Sometimes you have a chemical imbalance in your brain that requires medical intervention, just like sometimes some people can't create their own insulin and they require forever extra insulin to be put into their body. And you can't change that. That doesn't make it bad. That makes it life-saving.
Yeah, y'all don't wait till it get like me and you at the end of the road, boys to men. You know what I'm saying? When you ready to just go ahead and turn the TV off. Don't be like me.
Hey, why do I have a feeling that this new guest is a colonizer?
The monkey photo, the bonobo, PFP. Also,
Hey, guys.
Also because this is TikTok.
Oh, I could tell. Oh, yeah, that's definitely.
And I already have them blocked, so probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Monopoly,
What's
I'm
going
gonna
on,
let you
guys?
down.
I'm
Yeah.
21.
I just want to know one thing.
Uh-huh.
If
I want a zoo boo boo. Cornelius.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, which topic do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm interested in the sound argument you presumably have for the second prompt.
Yeah, black people can't be racist because that's not how racism works.
Okay, that's a sound argument.
Yeah.
Okay, so premise one, that's not how racism works. Conclusion, black people can't be racist. Are you fucking serious?
Premise
Is that a
one.
joke?
Premise one: black racism works in a way where black people can't do it. Premise two: black people are black. Conclusion: black people can't be racist.
What's the argument for the first premise, buddy?
Racism is the structuring and maintenance of a hierarchy. It's always been, it's always had the social function of maintaining racial stratification. And because of that racial stratification, people who are marginalized and don't have proximity to power cannot racialize. They can't launch racial projects that will disenfranchise non-black people.
So if you examine the concept prejudice based on race, is there a particular word that comes to mind?
You said what?
If you had to label the concept prejudice based on race, is there a particular word that comes to mind?
Yeah, racism.
Okay. And black people can't do that?
No.
You
What is
deny that black
prejudice?
people can be prejudiced based on race?
Correct.
They can, yeah.
So they can.
It's just not
so they can be
racist.
racist,
It's
stupid.
just not racist when they
You
do
just
it.
said that's what the concept of racism is, stupid.
Not to white
Are you
people.
fucking dumb?
All this giggling and
You literally
shit.
just admitted it. You just conceded like a fucking dumb fuck in front of your
Yeah,
156
all this
person
giggling,
audience.
all
You
this-
fucking moron.
It's okay. It's all right. I get it. You got the response that you wanted, and right, and now you're afraid to let any more get out because then you don't get to dance around your room and
Yeah, go ahead and respond then, stupid.
Okay. The context changes the meaning behind the action. If you would have understand the original argument, right, then you would have understood that you didn't get a dub just now. You poor thing.
You just undermined your initial conception of racism,
I did
stupid.
not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
I asked you, what
Let's do
label would
this.
you use?
Let's see which one of us has done the adequate amount of analysis to
You're
interpret.
dodging, guys.
No, it's okay. Let's see which one of us
What do you mean it's okay? I
understands
know
this
it's
well
okay.
enough.
I know
to-
it's okay that you just conceded like a dumb fuck in front of your
Let's
stupid audience.
see. No, the problem is I understand this enough
No, you-
to know that I haven't defeated my own argument. You don't. For example,
Of course
got-
it is.
for example, Cornelius, can you tell me what race is
Why would I do that? Why are you dodging?
so that I know we're talking about the same thing?
Is this what you do? Like you accidentally concede in front of your audience? You just like ask me like a relevant fucking question.
I can't help but notice that you haven't answered the
like
question.
you just like obviously conceded. Like you just admitted that race.
I
is
can't help but
irrelevant
notice
to
that you
racism?
Admitted that
haven't
racism,
answered it.
it's-
I can't help but notice
Said racism is prejudice based on
that you haven't answered
true
the
or false
question.
racism is prejudice based on race.
Not always, no.
Okay, so did you lie before?
You asked me what word comes to
Did you lie
mind.
before when you said that's a,
Listen, you gotta stop.
are you
crashing
backtracking
out.
right
you
now?
You have to stop crashing out.
are you backtracking, yes or no?
No, I'm not backtracking.
Okay, so that, yes you are. So it's either you're contradicting yourself or you're backtracking.
I'm not
That's a true dichotomy.
backtracking. No,
It's either you're endorsing
That's
a
a false
proposition into
dichotomy.
negation or you're walking back with
that's
a
a false dichotomy.
you want me
wanna
to
know what
explain
the
how it
third-
isn't?
You want to
Do you
know
want
how
me to explain how it isn't?
No, I'm going to explain why it's
so
a
you're
false
dodging.
dichotomy.
Okay.
No, I'm going to explain why it's a false dichotomy. Because the third option is that there are caveats due to context. Duh. Oh my God!
So in other
This
words,
guy
you're
doesn't
saying
even
you
know. Oh, this guy
in
doesn't even know
other
what
words,
a true
but
dichotomy means.
you think
This guy thinks that there's only two options,
Okay,
but there's actually three options. Well, this guy now this guy wants to talk, and now I'm cutting him off by acting like a complete jackass.
So by caveat,
Listen,
you endorse a proposition, and then seconds later you just endorse its negation. So guys, what I'm saying is true, but it's
bro,
false.
no.
The,
You think you led me
caveat is
into
that
a
it's false,
contradiction.
guys.
Listen to me.
the caveat is that it's false.
Listen.
You want me to
Stop
explain how it's a
crashing out.
contradiction?
Stop chimping out, bro. All right.
No, that's ironic. Look at you.
Yeah, stop chimping out. Okay.
That's ironic. Look, do you want?
It's very simple. Okay.
Why are you muting me?
Because I need to speak. You
to say
thought
something, son. You mean-
you thought that you led me into a contradiction, but you didn't. It's that simple.
Want me to explain how I did? Or do you want to keep saying it?
I just explained how you didn't.
Okay, do you
Steel
want me to
man my
refute the
argument.
explanation, or do you
Steel
want
man
to
my
ramble?
argument. Just steel
want me
man
to
my
refute
argument. Steel man my argument.
Yeah, you said, oh, there's a caveat. The third option is that there's a caveat. You want the explanation of how there's not, you fucking idiot, the one I already gave?
Okay,
You remember?
do so.
Steal me my argument, because I already gave it. you stupid
Yeah,
fucking
okay,
moron.
I will let you do so, right? But first you have to define race for me.
Look at him, he's stun locked right now. He's looking away to regain face after he conceded in front of his whole audience, and he conceded that racism is in fact prejudice.
Explain what
He
race
conceded
is.
that black.
Explain what race is.
You
You
just
weirdo.
fucking conceded, stupid.
Explain what race is. What the fuck is wrong with this kid?
What? Oh, are we back to this? he realized that I did in fact explain.
Explain what
Now,
race is.
tell me
What is race?
tell me what race.
I can't help but notice
Respond to the
that you
argument.
haven't said what race is yet.
Just respond to the.
You can't do it, can you? You can't
letting
tell
you
me what
take
race
the-
is. You
We're
have
not
no
going on
idea
this
what
fucking
race is, do
derail.
you?
I'm not allowing you to take the conversation.
You have
on a
no
derail for no
idea
reason.
what
That's
race
right.
is. I'm not taking the conversation
an
away
argument
from
for that, or do
racism.
you just
You gotta know what
acknowledge the
race
fact that
is
I'm
in
not
order to
going
know
to
what
let you take the
racism
conversation on
is.
this dumb
What is
fucking
race, bro?
Because you realize that when you tried to,
You're failing, bro.
didn't go
You're
particularly well.
failing, bro.
You weren't exactly conceptually.
Listen. You got one more chance, and then I'm gonna get rid of you. And then I'm just gonna explain it in your absence, and the chat is gonna believe me.
Right. So that's gonna get you to regain face in front.
Whoop! I never lost face, you idiot. They never believed you in the first place, you dingleberry. I won the whole time. They already know what the argument is. You goof. They know that when black people present racial animus, that the context changes the meaning behind that racial animus. They've heard this several times, bro. They've heard this several times. They know exactly what the argument is. Duh. Laughing and prancing around as though you've won, that doesn't mean you won. That means you're laughing and prancing around. Nobody believes you. What's wrong with these guys? Yeah, he's fucking giggling. He's playing pretend.
What's poppin', brother?
Hello.
Man, what's the word? Great morning.
Shit. You hear the debate?
Yeah.
All right. What's your problem?
Black people can't be racist.
All right.
Black people
Just real
can't
quick
be-
before we move on, I'm not going to make the same mistake I did with the last guy. You got to know what race is in order to participate in this conversation.
Talk to me. Yeah, we can highlight on the racist and all masculinity is toxic.
You have
But
to know what
definitely.
race is. What is race?
Race isn't. It's a wide spectrum, brother.
All right, you want to
and
move
I don't
on
wanna
to all
say-
masculinity is toxic? Because that.
Yeah, that's a wide spectrum, brother. That can be really left up to so
Do
many
you want to
interpretations.
move on to all
Yeah, let's move on.
masculinity is toxic? Because
Yeah, let's move on.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah, you don't know what race is. Ty, you want it?
Yes.
For sure.
Hello. Okay. Did he give an answer? I was responding to something.
No, I asked him what race was. He said that's a wide spectrum.
Oh,
So
that's
we're just gonna
we
talk
got too
about.
many rabbit holes. Because everybody's interpretation of what race is different. They can interpret the actual fact of what race is differently. I feel like all masculinity is toxic. I can make definitive
No.
points.
Wait, back up. Wait. That's a different topic. Hold on.
Yeah, I
We're
said let's
talking
move on to all
about-
masculinity is toxic.
Okay.
Because
Oh, we're
well,
moving
let's
on
move
because he
on.
doesn't.
I'm-
Okay,
yeah, I'm
okay.
just not going to entertain you. You don't know. I don't care
That's
about
true.
the color.
That's true. It would be a long road. Okay. What do you think masculinity is, Rose?
Masculinity is a man's mandate. I believe masculinity is a man's mandate that is given to him through the Holy Bible.
Oh.
100%. Now don't scoff at me. Don't scoff at me. Tell me how you feel.
Okay. Do you? That's a whole nother conversation about why religion is also just toxic. But
No, stay on the topic, Mama.
Right. That's why we're not gonna. The
What is
topic
your
isn't your God, right?
Don't
that's
call
what
her
I'm
mama.
saying.
But he said that was just a
That's what
supporting.
I'm saying. Do you have
I think
a
I'm going to turn my
secular
volume
argument?
back up. Hold on.
That's a supporting detail, my baby. He said, "What is your
Okay,
idea?"
stop
of
doing
what
these
Stop
weird
calling
pet
her
names.
mama and baby. And
I'm from New Orleans, brother. I'll use a different term. No disrespect, brother.
I already asked you to stop though, so you should have stopped.
Because that's my round, bro.
No disrespect intended. I ain't like your
That's
last
my
name,
little
bro.
niece, yeah.
Yeah. We got emotional intelligence and self-control over here, brother. So no disrespect, no harm meant, brother.
Okay, just don't do it again. Anyways,
The reiteration was crazy, but yes, ma'am.
yes, because y'all need to be
Bruh.
you need to be reminded.
Bro, that my little niece, yeah.
All right, yes, ma'am. Come on.
You trying to disrespect my niece, huh?
Man, what's happening with you, bro?
That deal, my little niece, yeah.
Your accent straight though. Your accent straight though. You doing all right? You'll get somewhere. You'll get some crawfish with it before somebody asks if you're out of town.
The spicy ones.
But yeah, man. My identity, my idea of what masculinity is a man's innate instinct of his roles. It's instinctful for men to want to build. It's instinctful for men to want to protect, to want to provide. That's my ideals of what masculinity is. It is the hormones that men can't fight, which make them men. Testosterone, the things that men do because of testosterone that women can't. That's
Women
my.
have testosterone. Both men and women have estrogen and testosterone. A man who is solely testosterone would be extremely aggressive and miserable and would need HRT.
You wouldn't. Okay, well, what's wrong with aggression in a man? You said it as if extremely
Because
aggressive.
y'all are committing the majority of all crimes. That's a problem. Especially violent crimes. That's a problem.
You wouldn't want an extremely aggressive man with self-control? That's positive.
Those things contradict each other.
No, they don't. Because
we self-control, but he's super aggressive.
Yeah, that's not.
If he had self-control, he wouldn't be so aggressive.
Exactly. That's
men need aggression. You never built anything, and it was a violent process, and it took aggression.
A violent process to build something?
Yeah, I
ain't gonna hold you.
Listen,
I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on. Them dresses from IKEA.
Iron. When you say iron sharpens iron, right?
They do make
that shit is a battle,
iron, right? Hold on, brother.
Building furniture.
When you say
battle,
yeah, building is a violent process. Building is a violent process.
Me holding it down.
When a saw is cutting through wood, is that not a violent process? When iron is sharpening iron, is that not a violent process?
Not violent? What is your definition of violent?
Rigorous.
When you cut some shit.
Rigorous? When you apparently have to, so when women are like chopping up tomatoes, that's violent.
I'm gonna cut the shit out this tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the fuck out this chicken.
The process of cutting a tomato is violent, my love. You're literally
so then men and women are violent. So I thought you said this was an innate trait in men.
Everybody's violent. We're animals.
But I thought you said this is an innate trait in men.
It is.
So then how is it in women?
We're talking about the toxic masculinity in men. You got to.
You're saying this is what makes someone a man. So then how can women have it?
Clearly, we have a significant difference in amount of estrogen and testosterone. So yes, we both carry both, but one has a significant imbalance than the other.
PCOS.
Men have far more testosterone and estrogen, far more. Women have far more estrogen than testosterone. So you're gonna yield to the dominant. You're gonna yield to the dominant hormone.
That's not how it works.
Yield to the dominant hormone.
Why do women take testosterone when they want to become men? And why do men take estrogen when they want to be more?
Always. That you're talking about
what?
HRT, which is not how being a trans person works. Because you're not using words properly.
I'm 100%
also, this just doesn't align with physiology, the actual physiology, endocrinological processing. The majority of it happens in waves, right? So you'll have your puberty, where then you get the flood of testosterone that are going to do the things like follicle production in certain areas, and like where you do the facial hair growth, and you stank and shit. You know what I mean? You increase the muscle mass and things like that. But then later on, there's like a whole nother hormonal wave that happens in your perimenopausal folks. You have conditions like PCOS. These are not just like a constant static state. So sometimes you produce more testosterone, sometimes you produce less, sometimes you produce more estrogen to compensate for the amount of testosterone you've secreted. Like it just doesn't align with. I hate how simplistic everybody explains it. It's just like, dudes got more testosterone.
Is that simple,
nigga?
Brother?
What? No,
it's that simple.
No, it's not.
Nature simple. Is nature simple or complex?
It's not. Okay, so all right. Compensated estrogen production, is that a negative feedback loop or a positive feedback loop?
Compensated estrogen production. What is it? What is it compensating?
Is that a
elaborate?
Is that a negative feedback loop or a positive feedback loop?
It depends on who you are and what you believe.
Well, who you are and what you believe. Okay, there you go.
Listen.
There you go. Don't worry about it. It is more complicated. You just don't understand stuff.
Brother, what do you know the difference between?
Thank you, Dark Horse. It's a negative feedback loop.
Do you know what the difference is between?
But you have to have taken A&P to know that. You dig what I'm saying? Like I don't. Y'all are weird, bro.
The question is all masculinity toxic? You're talking about hormones and hormone levels.
You're talking about hormones and hormone levels.
Truly talking about estrogen and testosterone. I'm just simply telling you what makes more men act a certain way than not, and what makes more women act a certain way than not.
Society makes men act a certain way. Society
Society
did
doesn't
this
make
to
men
you.
do anything that they don't want to do, brother. As
Oh,
a
yeah?
man, you have the right and the willpower to do whatever you want to do, homie. Society and nobody can make you do anything, bro.
Really? Okay.
No, not at
So
all, bro.
so
Not
if
at
you
all.
wanted to, you could stop calling Ty baby and my love, and
As I did. As I did.
You didn't.
That's what a man does.
You
He takes
didn't.
accountability and he makes a choice.
You didn't.
I seen that y'all weren't from my region, and I just respected that.
You didn't.
I haven't called you my baby or nothing ever since,
You
brother.
literally called her my love maybe like 5 seconds ago.
Man.
The
did I
last
really?
time you and her were in a dialogue. That's what you said.
Well, I apologize, brother. I mean, it was no disrespect.
But those
You know?
colloquialisms are influenced by your culture, which is society.
But I choose to do them. Nobody's forcing me to do it, though. I choose, just like I chose to apologize and take accountability.
But
I'm
you just did it
I'm choosing to not
subconsciously.
use those
You
colloquial
did it
terms that are
subconsciously.
native to where I'm from. I'm
You
choosing
did
not
it
to use them now.
subconsciously because that's how you were raised, the same way that you perform misogyny subconsciously throughout this whole life because that's how you were raised.
That's your
By the
opinion,
way,
and I
the
respect
chat
that.
is saying that Ty is owed the apology. I apologize, y'all. I checked out. I stopped listening. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I know we're in the culture of the apology culture. People apologize for things that are just they natural opinion and that they have the right to.
You
We're in the
apologized
apology
though,
culture to
just
where an
not to
opinion
me,
an
and you
opinion
didn't
gets
do
you
it to
labeled.
Solid. You were willing to apologize though. You apologized to Solid.
Now I'm a misogynist and
You apologize to
And now you're ignoring me. You see how
I
you're
didn't hear you.
crying about
I didn't
me
hear
being
you.
right?
You see how defensive and
Okay,
triggered you
so
are?
for me though,
Oh, now
the
I'm
clutter
triggered.
is really heavy. All right, so I need you to focus and try to take turns. What's your name, Rose and Company? I need you to start taking turns.
Yeah, you ain't do all this with Solid.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm overstimulated.
Am I allowed to come in and say anything, or should I just stay quiet?
We'll get to you in a little bit.
Okay.
As soon as we get
I'll
finished
just
with
wait.
Rose and Company. I appreciate you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh shit, my bad. You muted yourself. Then I send you an invite to unmute, and I apologize for that. See, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Ty, you got any more?
No, I'm done with it. It's just gonna wanna not listen anyway, so
For sure.
waste of breath.
Fashion. What your name is? Oracle.
My name's Dakota. That's the name of my company. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
I'll do another day in the neighborhood, brother. So I'll start with the black people can't be racist. I want to ask you a question first. Are you referring to systemic racism, or what term, what definition?
All racism is systemic.
Well, that's not true, because there's racial prejudice, racial discrimination, there's racism, but
These
there's
things
also
happen
form.
systemically.
I think
They're all
what you're
part of the
defending.
system.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead and then I'll finish.
They're all part of the system. I just wanted you to,
Yeah, sure.
Not-
They're all a part of the system. But I think what you guys are arguing is the academic discussions towards racism, like systemic racism, or you're just seeing any.
The system is racist. I'm sorry. If I didn't get that out, I was gonna lose it. Hey, is there any way you could turn your background noise down?
Yeah, I can step out. My kids got on the TV. Hold on.
Sure.
Can you guess? Not know where we are. Ironically, I'm like in the most.
Let me just step out.
But I think I'm saying.
What are they watching?
He's watching
What's
YouTube.
going on over here?
He's 5. He's watching YouTube. Okay. So then I don't understand, because are we going by like the English definition of racism?
Oh no.
I prefer the Spanish or Creole.
Los racism.
I think it's all going to boil down to the same thing. So believing one race is
Discriminidad
naturally,
de raza. I'm sorry.
believing one race is naturally better or worse than another, treating people unfairly because of race, or any of those included, or
So here's my thing, right? The problem that I have is that the definition is if we base our understanding on the definition, we're going to be like do really haphazard.
Will be
So
different.
I would rather us just use all the definitions and then go on to talk about the function, like the material conditions.
So then why doesn't your prompt say something different, like black people can't be? Why is it said with racism if you don't believe in the
Because
definition?
black people, it's not that I don't believe in the definition. It's I simply understand how definitions work.
Me too. I'm very intelligent when it comes to definitions. Can you explain?
All
Can you
right.
dive into that?
Yeah, sure. Can you talk to me about how definitions make it into the dictionary?
Definitions make it into the dictionary by, I imagine it's like an overtime sort of thing, right? Is it through generations and generational knowledge and current understanding of language?
No.
No?
Lexicographers look at how people are using words and then put that into the dictionary.
Sure, yeah.
So if society is using a word in a way that perhaps is manipulated by a mass propaganda campaign to get them to not understand the specific thing, right? Then they could be talking about it in another sense, right?
So then I can't argue with you if I don't know what your definition for racist is.
Of course you can. We know what we're talking about. Even if I
means
go
being-
with your definition,
Well,
right?
you're no, because I really don't, and I'm not being rhetorical.
Okay.
Because if you're saying that
Can we
judging another
agree-
person for their race or for the color of their skin is not racist, then I don't
Oh,
understand
yeah,
what the
no, I don't think
definition is.
judging somebody because of their race is racist.
So
Not
you're
even-
teaching me.
not even-
I'm
not
not
even
meaning
when
this
white people
rhetorical
do
in
it.
any way. You're teaching me something new because I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Not even when white people do it. Like, there needs to be a sociological structuring. There needs to be
That's
a
what I was
social
getting to earlier,
organization
and
behind it.
that's what I was like. You're talking about like institutional like context, right?
Well, no, racism is the structure.
Okay, let's move off this one because I don't understand yours, but I'm going to listen into you more later on to see if I can gather an understanding of what you're saying. Let's go to all masculinity is toxic. Ty.
Yeah,
Oh.
masculinity. Ty,
Hi.
you and me.
Is that not how you say your name? My bad.
It was just it was a different tone than the rest of the word.
Oh, my bad. So is this going to be the same thing where the definition doesn't matter? Or?
Where the definition doesn't matter.
Masculinity is the performance of manhood. Man is an oppressor class. Oppressorship is toxic. Therefore, all masculinity is toxic.
Is that a, I'm sorry, I'm not going to laugh. A masculinity is a set of traits, behaviors, roles, and ideas that a culture commonly associates with being male or manly,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
The performance
so
of
how-
manhood, therefore, and man is an oppressor class. Therefore, all masculinity is toxic.
But femalehood, womanhood, women are beautiful, men are beautiful, we're all beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be a man and to be masculine. It's a beautiful thing for a woman to be feminine. What is wrong with that?
It's really weird. So the
Why is that
thing
weird?
the problem that I'm having.
That's strange. It's been around since
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
No, not
it hasn't.
forever. We spent most of human existence without it, actually.
Let me ask you a question. Why does a woman give birth if femininity
Let me
being
ask you a
feminine is
question.
not
Why did
natural?
Akhenaten have his visage structured in his sculptures to have an engorged womb and breasts?
I don't know that artist. Can you use
That
one
artist,
that I know?
the artist formerly known as Akhenaten.
No, I don't know that artist.
Okay, all right. Go ahead,
But
Ty, man. I keep cutting in on you.
what's wrong with what's wrong? Why is it such a bad
Listen,
thing for
your
women to be
personal
feminine and be
evaluation
beautiful
of
and-
femininity and masculinity is kind of impertinent to the
It's actually the
analysis.
definition that's the only definition.
Impertinent
The
to
definition
the
is it's
evaluation
beautiful.
of of how
You're
society
making fun of the
operates.
dictionary at this point.
Well, which
You're not laughing at me.
well, you said it's beautiful, and I don't think
Yeah,
either
what's
definitions are it's beautiful.
Why- why is that not
what is
beautiful, Ty?
masculinity? It's beautiful.
Well,
I don't
well,
think
yeah.
that's-
What's wrong with that?
That's not gonna be a definition anywhere.
No.
Even if
that's-
I were
I
going
didn't
to,
say
like-
that was the definition. The definition is a set of traits,
just did.
behaviors, and roles and ideas that a culture commonly associates with being male or manhood. I'm saying, in my personal
Right, and
opinion, I think it's beautiful.
And manhood is about domination, right? Masculinity is about domination over other men, women, children,
Per
animals,
whose
land.
definition? Yours? Give me any other definition in the dictionary that has any of that in it.
Yours.
You just
Okay,
said it.
pull it up right now on screen. Let's see it. Let's back things up with facts and evidence, like an atheist would say.
Let's.
The dictionary is
Like
not
an
facts, bro.
atheist.
What is happening?
So then that's all you had to say, and that's what I was wanting to know. You guys are. Why is it funny if you have learned something that I don't know?
No,
and you're
that's
trying
not
to
what's
teach
funny.
me? Why are you
What's
mocking
funny
it?
is
If you know something that I
you
don't
literally
know
said,
about
like
the
an atheist
dictionary,
would say.
why aren't you trying to enlighten me?
What
Well,
am
I mean,
supposed to do with
if you really
that?
believe you're right, then why aren't you enlightening me and trying
You're
to show
making
me?
snide remarks, and I'm giggling at them, and then you're getting mad at me for
How am I
giggling
making-
at your
wait,
snide
what was
remarks.
snide? What did I say that was snide?
Like an atheist. Let's get your facts and
I'm not
and-
saying you're an
and
atheist. I don't even
sources
know your
like an
belief.
atheist.
Are you atheist?
Well, no, because I'm a
I
god.
am.
Okay, well then I didn't know that till just now. So how is that towards you?
It's just a snide remark, and I thought it was funny, so I giggled.
Okay.
What
All
is
right.
that? What
And
is,
you got
what is
mad.
this? What is this?
I can't argue y'all's definitions if I don't know them.
Are you trying to deconstruct your masculinity? Is that why we're
No, well, if
we're
we're
being so fragile?
well, I see what you guys are doing now. We all have our own opinions of masculinity and of racism, is what you guys are saying. Is that
Ours
No.
isn't about opinions. Ours is about how masculinity has functioned within society since patriarchy's inception and
The
understanding of
form- the-
why and how patriarchy
you?
was formed.
You want to be sitting there on that? He want to be sitting there on that microphone. You want to have the ability to be on this phone right now if it wasn't for masculinity. Prove me
Except
wrong.
black men and women both contributed massively to technology's advancements in this
What's that
world.
got to do with race? Black men are very masculine and wonderful.
You know
I
what's
said
super
black men
And
masculine?
indigenous are
women
amazing, and Asian people are
women.
amazing. Why do you
and
bring race into
women.
masculinity? Is
Why
this
did
about
that trigger
masculinity
you?
or race?
Fuck is
You
he
brought up
talking
the
about?
invention of technology, and I simply brought up that the people who contributed significantly to the advancement of technology were black men and women. Black
Of course,
women.
black people literally contributed to the United States.
Right, so I don't know
Of course
why
they
that
did.
triggered you then. If I just stated a fact, why are you mad?
This dude's
I'm
all
not
over
mad
the
about it.
place.
I just don't know how that's relevant. To
You got
the
real
debate.
triggered, actually. You raised your voice at me.
No, I'm not. How is it? How is that relevant to our debate right now about?
Well, it
masculinity?
wasn't. It was just going to be a quick thing. Then you made it a thing.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
How you gonna put race into masculinity?
No,
How do you-
literally.
I
These
love the
things
fact that
do
we can at least
correlate,
all get
girlfriend.
along
You know,
here
it
and
all
sit and
does
talk, though.
connect.
Um,
How you gonna put
But
race into masculinity?
so then, in my opinion, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I thought, in my opinion, and my thought is that when I think of the word masculine and I think of the word feminine, I think of me, I think about a dad going to work, working hard for his family, not trying to dominate his family, just being a dad, just going to work, trying to do the best he can. I think of mom at home trying to be the best that she can,
Right,
helping with the house.
patriarchy.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with patriarchy? Because
Yeah.
it harms women and children and men, but mostly women and children and
How
the
does that
environment.
harm the women and children?
Because it limits
How is it
women's
harmful
access to
for
capital
women and
and
children?
safety in the way that men are afforded on the basis of their gender class.
So then why are families without the patriarchy so much worse?
That's not a thing. There aren't families without a patriarchy.
Literally, black communities struggle because the father's not in the home.
That's because of racism, and that's not patriarchy. The opposite of patriarchy isn't when no dad in the home. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. Patriarchy is the maintenance of a gender hierarchy where we prescribe roles to men and women that disproportionately negatively impact women and
Then
non-men.
why did God make women gentle? Why did God make women
God's
soft?
not real. Hope this helps.
Okay, so biologically, let's get God out of the equation. Biologically, why are women so much softer? Why are they so
They're
much
not
more meek?
biologically softer. We are. This is
Ma'am.
about gender. Shh. Do you want
You're
the answer
telling
to
me
my
women-
question? Do you want the answer to your question? Or are you going to keep
Yes.
fucking talking the whole time? Every
Go
time
ahead. No, I do want the answer.
Awesome. Go on mute. My goodness.
Respect from my wife.
Go on mute, Oracle.
I'm not on mute. I'm right here waiting for
I
you
know.
to finish.
Go on mute because you can't
Okay.
stop interrupting
Okay.
me. There you go. When we're talking about gender roles, they're not biological. They are taught from a very young age, right? Girls like pink. Girls play with baby dolls and they practice being gentle. Boys have superheroes and tools and swords and they are I'm going to say groomed because that's what it is, groomed to behave and in certain ways and exhibit certain behaviors that are associated with either masculinity or femininity based off of how they phenotypically present. This is not beneficial to women as it limits their access to, like I said earlier, gaining capital, right? We have a gender wage gap. We still have misogyny that is systemic and impacts women's lives. You see how you unmuted when I was still speaking, Oracle?
I'm literally not doing
Mute.
anything. Go ahead.
Mute!
Go ahead, ma'am.
Mute!
Is your last warning?
I'm not what? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here listening.
Hey, Iskander.
Hello.
Give me a hot second. Ty, hold me down real quick.
I got you. What's your age?
Hi, I'm 29.
Okay. Which topic do you disagree with?
I don't know if it's a disagreement so much as it is just a point of clarification. On the very top, when it says W communism, where do you stand on the Sino-Soviet split? Because I just see different types of communisms, and I'm not sure which one you're saying W to. If that makes sense.
Real
What?
quick, if y'all hit the live goal, you get us on the FYP. You protect the live. And what it tells me about you is that you're the best cartwheeler at your school, and I'm proud of you for that. And you should be proud of yourself. Also, don't forget to support Ty. Don't forget to support me. Cash App, PayPal links are in the bio. The topics are W communism, black people can't be racist, all masculinity is toxic. If you're over on TikTok, go ahead and request up. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and call in 202-999-3055. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I already asked my question. I was basically just asking when the prompt says W communism. I guess my question is which type of communism? Because I see so many different types, and I even see lots of like infighting, I guess if you want to call it that. And so I guess my question is, like I even have people telling me I don't know what communism is in the comments. So I guess I'm just sort of asking a point of clarification before I like say that I disagree, because I might be disagreeing with something that I don't actually disagree with. If that makes sense.
Is that for
Is
me?
that a question for me?
I mean, for you or for the host.
This is a you question. Solid. He asked about the Sino-Soviet split. That one.
I don't care. Just moneyless, classless, stateless society. Means of production are owned by the people. Production for the purpose of need.
I'm on China's side though.
Okay, no, that's actually super helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I guess I don't really disagree then, to be honest. Like that's my only point of asking the question, because I sometimes you just never know. I see lots of different types of of communism, and people who purport to be communists and they fight, and anyway, it's a bunch of drama. So cool.
For sure.
All right, well, thank you for answering my question. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Also, to the school easy in the chat, it did work well for Cuba until America and foreign intervention to intentionally destabilize them because they couldn't let the rest of the world know that, oh, we don't actually need millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires and all that shit. Oh no. If they realize they don't need us, they're going to get rid of us.
Spitfire Sentinel says, on today's episode of Anything But a Job, it's Sunday. Ty.
Yes.
The traditional conception of work, right, is a job where you go and you work for an employer, right?
Unfortunately. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So even though we conceptualize this as labor, we understand that what we're doing right now is labor, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. But for the layman, for the those with false consciousness, right? Regular job is just, hey, you go to work Monday through Friday, right? To say that on a Sunday, people are doing this instead of doing a job doesn't even make sense for the uninformed. I just want to check in and see if I'm tripping. Does that make sense, Ty? Does that?
They just don't think. I think they're just upset that they don't have really anything important to say or share, and they can't.
Yeah.
They could never capitalize off of anything they say. Nobody would be willing to give them any sort of tips or gifts for their education, because they don't really have much to give, and so they gotta tear you down. They gotta try to make you feel small to make themselves feel bigger. Classic.
Yeah. Well, y'all, here's what I want to do for people like that to piss them off. Hit up the pay links, Cash App, PayPal. The links are in my bio. Just piss them off and demonstrate to them that what we have to say is worth getting paid over, and then really piss them off, like really make them jealous. I think that's a wonderful thing to do. Because it's fuck the ops at all costs. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Hello.
what's up? So, I mean, I agree with the communism and the, I don't really know too much about the toxic masculinity stuff. So, I just wanted to touch on the black people can't be racist. So, like, for example, if I live in DC, I see you got the 202 number, so you might be from here too. So, if black people got together, right, in Southeast DC and said, all white people that come through here, we robbing them and shooting at them, would that not be racist to you?
No.
And why is that?
Because that's not how racism works.
It would be robbery and
Wouldn't that be a
murder.
system?
Sure.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be a system of like prejudice, discrimination towards another race
What is the purpose of robbery?
to gain?
To gain?
Yeah.
So you rob people because you need stuff?
But I'm saying in the
So
case
our
that
economy,
just for the white people.
Jace, I'm not having you up because I've instructed you several times to get in touch with my moderator so that we could set up some mutual aid for you. When the time is right and when the space is correct, then we will do that for you. But there's one ahead of you in the line for mutual aid. So what I need you to do is get with my moderators so that we can set up the mutual aid for you. It's just not the appropriate time. Oh, okay. All right. No worries. Yeah, if the economy is built in such a way where you need to get stuff in order to survive, you need to have more stuff in order to survive, then robbing people is simply trying to survive capitalism.
But they're only doing it to white people though. They're not doing it to the black dude that has everything that they want next door.
You said what?
But I'm saying they're discriminately just doing it to white people. They're not robbing everyone. So there's a prejudice just towards
In
white
fucking
people.
Southeast?
I mean, this is not. It's not realistic. I'm saying this is a hypothetical.
Well, what? Oh, you just wanted to pick a black neighborhood and say they're only robbing white people. Argument stands.
Thank you, Manders, for the tip.
How would it
Appreciate you.
stand?
Real quick, W. Siobhan for the $5 dono that says, I always appreciate the education you provide, and I appreciate you, Siobhan. WU, who'd you get your tip from there?
Hold on. It was Manders, and he said, thanks for the education and entertainment. Appreciate you.
W. Manders, W. Siobhan. You know what you all get? An air horn. Yeah. Yeah, it's still not racist.
What's your counter argument? Like, why isn't it racist?
Yeah, white supremacist racism permeates everything we do. Therefore, black people are socialized from the social location of a marginalized person, which renders any racial animus they have self-defense or a reaction to racism as opposed to racism itself.
Well, I'm just talking about racism on a localized level, though. Like, this is within the neighborhood. This isn't federal.
I
federal
just
system.
explained it.
But you're saying we're marginalized. Okay, yeah, on a state level, federal level. But
I just explained it.
You didn't. You said that we're marginalized.
Your question or your response doesn't make any sense when you say, I'm not talking about a macro, I'm talking about a micro. Doesn't make any sense because my explanation just explained why the micro
So racism can't
isn't
be
racism.
So micro just isn't racism in your definition.
Black people cannot be racist.
Yeah, I know that's your claim.
I just said a thing that explained why the micro isn't racist. And then you said, I'm talking about a local level.
But you're making a claim without any like evidence or reasoning. You're just saying black people can't be racist. Why?
I have lots of evidence. The slave codes, the black codes, the pig laws, de facto segregation, HOLC, food insecurity rates, education rates, employment rates, maternal mortality rate. We have a mountain. If I was to sit here and go through the mountain of evidence that we have that racial stratification adversely affects non-white people, we'd be here all the fucking day. Instead, right, we can just not deny that shit and then operate off of that analysis.
So what would you consider that to be? Just like a response, a reaction, if that were to happen? Not hypothetical.
That's what I just said. What? I just said that.
I mean, I guess, but it's like it's not. They're not really close to. You good, bro?
I just said that.
Bro,
Ty, I just said that, Ty.
Are you straight, fool? You feel like you about 40.
I just said that, Ty.
But how can it be a reaction?
Because one
YouTube
thing
is
came
freezing?
first.
Oh, no. Y'all freezing over there on YouTube? Am I freezing? Can you hear
Because
me?
what came first? No funnies.
All the discrimination they was talking about.
So that's how it's a reaction, because it came after the fact as a reaction to hundreds of years of systemic and systematic oppression that's still happening to this day.
if they weren't alive during that discrimination. And
Did you
they
hear the
lived
part where
in-
I said that's still happening to this day? Did you hear that part, or were you
Can I
just
finish
so
what I'm
excited to
saying?
respond? Except what you're saying, correct, like is already addressed by what I just said.
No,
So
but
maybe listen.
I'm countering what you're saying.
You're not countering what I'm saying because you're saying
I am. I'm about to
that
counter
you're
what you're
they're not
saying.
alive for that discrimination. I'm talking about the discrimination that they are alive
I'm
for.
about to counter what you're saying.
Oh, I know how I can.
There are
Your
black
counter is
neighborhoods-
nuh-uh.
There are black neighborhoods where people are thriving and they're not subject to that discrimination.
Oh, where?
In McLean, Virginia. That's
McLean?
McLean, Virginia. Yeah, that's a place right there.
Okay.
Why are there black neighborhoods?
I mean, there's plenty of reasons. What I'm saying is that they aren't subject to
Well,
that.
hold on, because we're not going to sit here and go like McLean is a black neighborhood. McLean is not a black neighborhood.
I mean,
I have
McLean
no
is
idea where that is.
McLean is Mansion Central, right?
Oh.
It is a spot where if you live there, most likely you are there because you have some sort of defense contract where you're highly paid, or you are the owner of a defense contractor company, most likely. You got there's literally a video of it when we did Nosy Neighbors where I was discussing why McLean is full of $2 million, $4 million houses. It's not. Now, if you wanted to talk about PG County is historically black.
But and within McLean is
The
a huge
largest
area.
concentration of rich black people in America is in PG County.
There are rich black neighborhoods in McLean.
There are rich black people in McLean. McLean
No,
is not
neighborhoods.
a
Neighborhoods.
racially
Area.
concentrated neighborhood unless
McLean's not even
you
a
mean
neighborhood.
white people.
McLean is not even a neighborhood. There's multiple
McLean
neighborhoods
McLean
within
is
McLean.
overwhelmingly white, bud.
And the whole country's overwhelmingly white. I don't know what your point is. I'm saying within
How do you
McLean,
spell that?
There are
I've
black
literally
neighborhoods.
never heard that. Oh, okay. Okay.
Capital MC, capital LEAN.
Okay.
can there not be black neighborhoods within McLean? McLean's not just one neighborhood.
Stop saying black neighborhoods within McLean. Stop doing that.
That's the thing.
McLean is not
that's reality.
racially concentrated unless you mean white. McLean is overwhelmingly white. Stop saying that. Stop doing that.
But you're denying reality now.
You said McLean. That's what your
a real
claim
thing.
was. And it says
He's doing too much.
Do you want to go on Google? People saying there's not
it
black
says
Hold on,
neighborhoods.
Ty, I'll be right back.
5% white.
Exactly.
Go on Google and look up black neighborhoods in McLean.
It says that black or African American is 1.7% of McLean.
And look up black neighborhoods in McLean.
Why would that matter if it's 1.7%?
We're only 13% of the country either way, so I don't really understand.
But you made the claim it was a black neighborhood, which it's not.
Regardless,
Y'all
let's say that McLean.
time out,
Let's say that McLean was overwhelmingly black.
Y'all
Let's say
have ears?
that. Let's say that 100% of McLean was black, right? What does that have to do with the fact that 74% of historically redline neighborhoods are still as segregated today as they were in the 1930s, and that those neighborhoods are food insecure, undereducated, overpoliced?
You're going off topic. I'm not talking about.
Well, no,
That is
the
the
problem here, the problem,
I'm talking about a
your
specific.
argument
neighborhood.
problem is flawed because
not.
you're paying attention to an anecdote
Yes, that's
and
the
an
whole
anomaly
argument. That's the argument. Though.
and ignoring the overarching, like the most common presentation.
But to say that black people can't be racist, you're saying they can't be racist even in an anomaly or an anecdote, correct?
No, an anomaly is not a system then.
But why can't it be? It's a localized system.
That's not.
What the hell?
I'm speaking English. You got
Well,
good
yeah,
vocabulary. You know what
but
I'm
you're
saying?
confused. I don't even know how to get you back on track at this point. You
So
don't even
for
know
there,
what you're
for there to
talking
be a
about.
system, how large does the system have to be?
The system is just a system. Racism itself is a system. Does anybody in any of these neighborhoods not know what race is?
They do.
Okay, then.
Then it's the
So-
same system.
But there can be a system within a neighborhood. There's a system within my house. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh my God.
You're saying, oh my God, am I crazy for saying that?
Yes.
Yeah.
For saying there's a system inside of my house. That's crazy.
Yeah, because the statement might not be wrong. There may
But the
be
context is
yeah.
you do not have a racial system in your house. That's
No,
different
I'm
from
not-
the
I'm
one
not talking
outside
about
of
a
your
racial
house.
system. I'm just-
That's
I'm
what
just
we're
talking-
talking about. There are not separate racial systems individually based on a certain neighborhood. That's not a thing.
If every white person that came into my house I slaughtered and killed, that's a racial system in my house.
No, you're a serial unaliver with a preference.
What race of people did you say walked into your house?
White people.
Where did you find out what white people are?
As early as I can remember.
Yeah, but where?
Where on earth?
Yeah, where, man? How did you come to learn about what race is? About what white people are?
As early as, I mean, I don't remember. I mean, like school, internet, parents.
So society.
Okay, yeah, sure, society.
All right. My point here is that the micro does not exist independent of the macro. I don't care how many grains of sand you look at. It's still a beach.
But they can be microsystems within the macro. You have cells within organisms. I mean, cells within
Holy shit. Okay, so then there's
Those
a
microsystems are used to enforce the macro system. They wouldn't contradict each other.
They can exist independently of a macro system.
You ever took biology?
Yes, I have.
You ever look at a skin cell or a blood cell under a microscope?
Yes.
Did they stop being skin cells or blood cells?
What do you mean, did they stop?
Did they stop because they were by themselves? Did they stop being part of the integumentary system or the circulatory system?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not a biologist.
I'm about to let you finish eating, bro. You're having tracking issues.
I'm not.
I think maybe you need to focus.
I am focused. So
You're not. You have no idea what you're talking about.
a cell can exist outside of an organ or an organism.
But I just asked you if you looked at a blood cell.
I'm not here to talk about biology, to be honest.
That's a dodge.
It's not a. All right, bro. If you want to win,
That's a dodge because
if you wanna win that little-
pretending like the analogy has no bearing on the actual conversation, that's a dodge. That's you running. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go because I think you just realized what happened. What's wrong with these folks? Gerald.
How you doing?
Exceedingly well.
So I disagree with the prompt of W communism. I don't know how you do your debates. I honestly haven't watched you before.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good statement.
Why?
I mean, I'm free. I think you should be able to think what you want, but I don't think that. Like, what are you advocating for?
Communism.
Everywhere? Utopia?
What do you mean
Just
by
like, what are you
utopia?
advocating for? I
What do
just
you
want
mean
to know
by
your stance
utopia?
before I say anything. But
What do you mean by utopia?
nah, it was a joke, brother. Go ahead. Just tell me what your stance on communism.
Why? You already
So
know
I
what
can
it
know what
is.
I'm debating, brother. What?
Communism.
Just W
is
communism?
the
That's like a
shit,
very
yes.
vague statement.
Yes, communism is the shit. Now, disprove that.
Disprove that is the shit in what way? That it just needs to be everywhere? You're advocating it for America or what?
I'm advocating for communism.
Okay, just in general. Okay. So do you have some bread for me? Can you give me some bread real quick?
Digitally?
No, just like to eat. I'm hungry.
You would like?
I've been
me to
waiting in
send
line all
you-
day to get some bread. I just wanted to know if you had any.
Yeah, capitalism. You wouldn't be hungry
Huh?
if there was communism.
Oh yeah, the bread lines under capitalism, right?
Yeah, ever heard of the Great Depression?
Yeah, the bread lines for how long?
Yeah, ever heard of the Great Depression?
I have heard of the Great Depression. Yes.
Yeah, you ever heard
Pretty
of a
sure my
food
grandparents
closet?
lived through it.
We have food closets that you can visit today on account of people starving.
Yes.
Food
yes.
insecurity is a problem.
Is there bread for them to
today.
get though? Is there bread for them to get though?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Is there gonna be bread for you? Probably not. Anyways, I mean,
Why wouldn't there be bread for
terrible
me?
for huh?
Why wouldn't there be bread for me?
I mean, you'd be waiting in line all day.
Hey,
You probably wouldn't get any.
W.
I mean, it looks like you've had enough already. They probably wouldn't give you any, man.
Sarah for the $10 dono. Hold on. I gotta redo it, y'all. Sorry. All right. Half for you and half for Ty. Thank you both for the education and labor, even on a Sunday. You know what you get? An air horn.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, how come I can't hear my sound effects? Oh, there it is.
$100. I don't know what communism is. Pay up, buddy. It's a stateless, classless, moneyless society. Let me get my
W.
money.
Manders for they never learned if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Thanks for being amazing. You know what you get? An air horn. Yeah. W. Dragon Lover because for the $10 dono that says because black labor isn't free. Yeah. Hey, don't forget to support me and Ty. Cash App, PayPal. The links are in the bio. We're fucking cooking here. And our opposition is lacking. They're not very good. So, like, it's very painful for us to have to deal with, like, ops that suck. You know what I mean? It's labor. Yeah, Gerald, capitalism
So you
is
disagree
inherently
there's bread
exploitative.
lines? Like what?
Capitalism is inherently exploitative. And socialism and communism provide the worker with a way to defend themselves from that exploitation. That's why
So
we
so
champion
when the
communism.
socialist regime, sorry, I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Are you done?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't know that it wasn't exploitative to take people's intellectual property and from the when
Yeah, that
socialist
happens
regimes
under
do that, right?
capitalism.
Yeah, it happens with capitalism, but not for
That
the
happens
majority
far
of people.
more under capitalism than any other.
You're just wrong. It's literally a
Capitalism
mandate to take people's
enables-
intellectual property under socialism.
Literally, capitalism enables the theft of intellectual
So wait,
property.
let me ask
We're
you.
on TikTok right now.
So is
Just real quick,
under
Thomas Edison.
socialism-
Name one
under
invention by Thomas
socialism,
Edison.
Is intellectual property public?
Just real quick, name one invention by Thomas Edison, please.
You said what?
Name one invention by Thomas Edison.
I'm not sure what he directly invented. I know it wasn't directly the light bulb, but I mean he revolutionized.
So he patented the light bulb and is credited for the light bulb, even though Lewis Latimer did the bulk of the work.
Okay, so under a socialist regime, it's just
which
public
of
property.
which of Elon Musk's algorithms went into SpaceX?
Okay,
the
Franz Van
SpaceX?
Heeren or whatever. Shut up. Man.
Which of the? Oh, you're mad.
Go talk about Gomez. Days rah rah, bro. Like, come on.
You upset, bud?
Go talk about Gomez. Days.
Did I make you angry, sport?
What?
Well, it's just you went off the rails there for a second. You all right, Tiger?
Well, you talk about Franz. You talk about Franz.
You okay there, Tiger?
Fuck him, dude. He has $51 million.
He's so angry. What are you so angry for?
He doesn't give. He still works at Tesla.
You're so angry, bud. You okay?
He still works at Tesla. You're
Are
bringing
you
up
all
a dumb
right?
argument.
Are you
You're
okay?
bringing up a dumb argument.
He's crashing
bringing up
out,
a dumb
chat.
argument.
Chat. I need you to put some L
Okay,
hymns in the
so
chat. 'Cause
bring
that
up
was-
the argument I already know. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking you which of Elon Musk algorithms went into the moon landing.
Yeah. Which one of his
SpaceX.
Yeah. Like which one of his billions of dollars put into innovating SpaceX did you attribute to?
Yeah, which one of his algorithms?
Which one of his billions of dollars?
Okay, no,
That the
you're
government
talking
wouldn't
about
have
his
spent on
capital.
innovation?
You're
That the
literally
government
you're
wouldn't have
making
spent-
my point
that
for
the
me.
government wouldn't have spent on innovation because it would have fucked us in
We're
taxes.
gonna let him finish. Yeah, you're talking about capital. That further proves my point. So I need you to answer the direct question that you were asked.
Which one of his algorithms?
Yep. Name it.
Okay, which one of his billions of dollars of the guys who built the algorithms? How much of their money did they put in the rocket? Oh my God, it's
You
a
failed
dumb
again.
point. Just
You
because
failed
you
again.
didn't build the algorithm,
You're failing.
it's a dumb point, and I didn't say mute. What?
No, you're
Hurry up
running
and
right
finish.
into
Mute
the
or
point,
mute?
unironically.
Hurry up and finish.
You're making out with the point right now in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
your
Okay.
point.
So Steve Jobs is discredited for everything.
Now you've
right? 'Cause he
pivoted to
didn't-
Steve
He
Jobs.
didn't build any of the algorithms for his software, right?
Excuse me, sir. I just need you to answer the question you were asked.
No, he didn't put any of the algorithms in. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. So it was only his capital, that was poured into it,
Sure.
and then he gets the profit.
Yeah. and
So
it's not
he
like
didn't do
his
any of the work.
employees are millionaires now after the stock just went up. However,
Okay, yeah. To be a millionaire under a trillionaire, it's very confusing. Okay, all right, cool. No worries. Yeah, remember my point was that the
Say
workers
that
are
to Mansa Musa,
exploiting.
bro. Say that to Mansa Musa.
Mansa Musa literally was famous for how much gold he gave away.
Yeah, he still had to way more than his freaking proletariat people.
He literally gave away a whole bunch of. What are you talking about?
He still had more than that. Like, where's the
Also, if he claimed all of the profit from the workers, from his workers, and his workers didn't keep the profit, fuck Mansa Musa. You think I'm gonna switch up because he's black?
Okay.
The fuck is wrong with these guys, man? Listen, bro, you shouldn't have. You just shouldn't have came up here.
Oh, I just shouldn't have came up here. Go talk about Gomez de Zerara, bro. I'm not talking about black shit, dude. I just brought him up because he's super rich.
You shouldn't have came up here. You're not equipped to have this conversation.
Oh, I'm not equipped to have that. I just brought up the inventor of racism. I'm not equipped to have the
You want to have the black people can't be racist conversation now.
No, I never said that. I just said I
Then what
know
the fuck are you talking
fucking-
about
the
Gomez
points
de
you're
Zerara
talking
for?
about.
I don't care about
Because,
Gomez
bro,
de
you
Zerara.
guys try to fucking stump these dumb people all day, but you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but literally, I've asked you two simple questions, and you flailed around, you flopped around, you've been talking about silly shit, you've been saying fuck these other people, you done crashed out. You're just doing too much, man. You don't belong up here. You have no idea what's going on. The problem is you had expectations of me. You thought that there were going to be talking points that I would deploy in this conversation, and you were only prepared for those. But the problem is, the difference is here is I'm not just a dude who debates. I'm a dude who understands this shit.
Yeah, I
Fuck
believe
the-
you do.
fuck the talking
I believe
points.
You do.
I'm-
You're
fuck
sitting
the
in
talking
Santana's
points.
ear, getting him to become a socialist, man.
Yeah, yes. W that.
That's terrible. You're a little propagandist.
Yes, I'm an agitation propagandist. Yes.
Yeah, so you're glad Hassan dressed up like
The
Mao?
name of the podcast is Super Solid Podcast. That's that. I'm literally an agitation propagandist. I'm a fucking socialist. That's not a bad thing.
That
You're
is
weird.
terrible.
It's
That's
terrible
not weird.
because why?
So you want to think that would be weird to say?
What's terrible
That
about it?
I'm an agitator
An
propagandist.
agitation propagandist?
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Is that like your ideology?
You understand? You understand a Carl's Jr. commercial can be propaganda, correct?
Yes, buddy. I know
Okay,
propaganda
all right.
can be good.
So listen. don't make your indoctrination my problem. I'm not the bad guy. Just because you've been taught through, like,
You're
just
literally
because
indoctrinating people.
just because you have suffered from Red Scare propaganda and McCarthyism, right? And NSPM 7 or whatever the fuck Trump is doing, right? Doesn't mean I'm some sort of evil overlord. It's just that I know that I'm right about this shit, and you don't understand it at all. All you know is that in order to fit into your identity role, you have to be against what I'm doing. And it's to your detriment. It's literally hurting you in life.
It's hurting me in life that I haven't studied communism as much as you.
Yes. No.
I feel
The
like that's just
qualifier
disingenuous
as
to
much
say.
as you is cope. You haven't studied communism.
Well, that's just disingenuous to say. You have no idea what I've said.
Okay, all right. Define it for me.
Stateless, classless, moneyless society.
Oh no, sorry.
That's not good enough for you.
No, it is a
you
society.
need-
It is a socialist, democratically run society that that at fruition will be moneyless, classless, and stateless. But it is a way of conducting
Okay,
society.
I have to go through the
that is
steps for you,
collectivist.
buddy. Like, you never said that. You never said be specific. Go through the steps of,
He's so upset.
of socialism and then creating a
He's so
stateless
upset.
society and taking away the money. The transition stage. You never told me to say that.
This
so
is all
calm
cope.
down. Specific.
This is
ass
all
motherfucker.
cope.
It's all cope. Oh, it's all cope. Say the transition stage, buddy. Like, I needed you to say that. Now you're wrong. You just that's literally not true. I was right. Most people would accept the definition that I gave. You fucking dumb fuck.
He's coping and he's angry.
How is that cope?
know what
Everywhere
to do.
I've ever gone, they accept that definition. You're coping.
You good?
Santana accepted that.
You good?
Is he coping?
Is he coping? No,
Is he
you're
coping?
coping. You're
Is
coping
he
right
coping
now.
now?
And all
Is
of
he
this, like,
coping now?
oh, I'm not wrong
Is he
because I
coping
didn't say
now?
the exact thing you wanted me to say. You weren't close.
I wasn't close with stateless, classless, moneyless.
No, man.
Oh my god.
You're coping.
What do you want
Why are
me
you
to what,
coping?
what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Ultimate utopia.
That you haven't studied communism. What the fuck, bro? What communist works have you read?
Yeah, I guess I'm a Marxist, dude.
Okay, you've read Marx?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about
Well,
talk about
go
labor
talk,
theory.
Go talk to Lenin about how
Let's talk about labor theory.
Go talk about how he didn't want them.
Just okay.
Marx
I'll
to
tell you
be
what.
in
I'll tell you
power
what. Just
ever.
explain dialectical materialism to me, and then we'll wrap up.
Oh my god.
We'll wrap up, man. When you get finished. Dialectical materialism.
We'll wrap up when.
What are the
you,
components?
when you
Synthesis?
admit that you're coping by
Synthesis?
not accepting that definition.
Hey, focus. What are the mechanisms?
No, it's
the
coping.
components
I
are.
don't, I don't know what
Hey,
you're talking
focus,
about.
man.
I'm not going to be dishonest.
Okay. All right.
I'm not
I'm gonna
dishonest
go back to my.
propagandist like
I'm
you.
gonna go back to my original point. You don't belong up here.
Okay, yeah. So who have you had that
You shouldn't
that
have
belongs
requested.
up here then, according to your standards?
Most
then?
people. Most people.
Most people belong up here.
No, don't belong up here. Most people don't.
Okay,
belong
that's
up here. Yeah, man. I'm being honest with you.
It's just a big waste of time then, and for most
No,
people,
no,
or
no.
almost anybody, right?
No, I get to demonstrate to my audience that the majority of us have been fed a bunch of lies about how shit works. That cultural hegemony functions to maintain the status quo by keeping us ignorant, by making us think that the very things that will free us are the very things that will harm us, when it's actually the other way around. Trig.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to go over how all masculinity is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a deeper explanation of that?
Yeah, masculinity is the performance of manhood. Man is an oppressor class. Oppressorship is toxic. Therefore, all masculinity is toxic.
So because men are the oppressor class, all masculinity is toxic
The performance
as a
of that
byproduct?
oppressorship is toxic, yes.
Okay. So if you're not performing the oppressorship, other things that are associated with masculinity, like ambition, strength, courage, etc., would that still be toxic?
Yeah. So when you say performing the oppressorship, right? What do you mean when you're not performing the oppressorship? What does that mean?
I would say things that are like misogyny, or anything that falls under misogyny. So removing women's rights.
All men are misogynistic.
Like inherently?
Inherently, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I would have never thought about it like that.
Okay. Structural functionalism, right? Every social structure has a function in society to maintain equilibrium. Some of the ways that we organize identities are specifically to maintain a status quo, to maintain an equilibrium, to lend greater access to the centers of power to some groups and less access to the centers of power for other groups. To fill the role of the oppressor class, right, is to be subjugative to people in a lower strata, right? So gender stratification is the process of organizing genders into tiers, right? Women, non-men are organized lower down than men in the gendered hierarchy. So by being a man, you are being participatory, you are bolstering the oppressive class. That is misogynistic.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. So the only way to not be toxic is just to not perform masculinity at all.
To abolish men, yeah. Gender abolition for the win.
Okay.
All right, brother.
No, that's really all I had.
All right, I appreciate you. Ty, how you doing down there?
I'm cramping. I'm just
Oh, I'm sorry.
chilling. Yeah, it's your fault, so you should be.
Heated pads.
I do have one. I have one for my front and then a heated massage thing for my back.
And chocolate.
That makes it worse.
Oh, sorry.
But I do like chocolate on my back. But
I'm mansplaining how to handle your crabs. I apologize. I'm just thinking of whenever I hear that, I go like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to get?
No, I get it.
Water
Someone
bottle,
cooked you.
heated pad.
Let me turn it on though.
For sure.
Minute.
Y'all go ahead and hit the live goal. We got 10 of these little saxophonies or oboes or whatever they're called. When you hit the live goal, you protect the live. You get us on the FYP. You protect the live, and what it tells me about you is that you are the best cartwheeler at your school, and I'm proud of you for that, and you should be proud of yourself. Don't forget to tip Ty and I. Cash App, PayPal, links are in the bio. Let me check and see if we got any W's, then we'll move on to the next guest. I think we got another W here. Hold on. A little W? Okay, we ain't got no W over there. Let's see if we got a little W over here. Goddamn! All right. W to Rand for the $25 dono that says, thank you for all the education, and I really appreciate everything you do for all of us. Hey. WU. Y'all don't forget that classes are on Thursdays now. If you want to sign up for the class, we teach about race and racism on the Patreon. It's $5 per month to get access to a course that would probably cost you upwards about $500. Okay. The book is free. The classes are free. You just subscribe to the Patreon. You get access to all the stuff we got over there. Okay. And we live stream and we teach the classes on Thursdays. It's actually kind of a vibe. It's kind of a vibe. Who's here? Is Gigi here? Who's here? Who's in the class? WU Raven. Yeah, come and sign up. Come and Petty's well, Petty's the TA. So Petty's the teacher's assistant. As Petty, let's be honest. Petty's the teacher. Let's be honest. Petty's the one teaching the class.
W Petty.
Yeah, W Petty. Breeze is there. Yeah, Sue's in there. Deborah Dozer, what time is classes? Classes are at 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thursdays. All right, y'all. What's your name? The Last John Wick.
You can just call me John.
All right, John, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree to communism. I'm more of a capitalism kind of individual.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
One of the funny things that you brought up earlier is that capitalism promotes exploitation, which all systems promote exploitation.
Oh, sorry. Let me clarify.
Think about it.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
Capitalism is inherently exploitative. It's built into the model of capitalism as an economic model. Capitalism, the way it functions, like the literally step 1, step 2, step 3, is exploitative.
Right, but the root cause is the exploitation that you have an issue with, which is displayed through all systems.
Can you demonstrate the exploitation under socialism?
Yeah, I can actually. When it comes to creativity, right? You're not compensated for your creativity. You're valued
that's not true.
equally, right?
That's not true. And no, you're not valued equally under socialism.
Would you care to expound?
Yeah, you're paid. You're valued in proportion to your labor under socialism.
Right, but if you have, let's say hypothetically, employee A who is more talented at their labor, and employee B who is not talented whatsoever, and you're paid at the same compensation, you're being stripped of your talents.
They're not paid the same compensation.
Maybe I have to look into it some more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blarum.
Yo, what's good, Solid?
Morelb? Is Blarum an anagram?
No, it's my username.
What does it mean?
It's a word in Albanian. I have an Albanian friend.
Okay. What are you here for?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about black people can't be racist. I think I partially agree with it, but would you also agree with me that black people cannot be basketball players?
Nope.
Why? White people invented basketball.
Wait, do you think that my talking point is that black people can't be racist because white people invented racism?
Yeah, that's what you said the other day.
No.
So why cannot black people be racist?
Because the sociological backing isn't there.
Elaborate. That's just a catchphrase. Can you give me your logical reasoning?
Just real quick, just so we understand that it's not just a catchphrase. What does the sociological backing isn't there mean to you?
Well, it doesn't mean anything. That's the thing.
The phrase, the sentence, the sociological backing isn't there doesn't mean anything?
Well, it means something, but not something that actually answers my question. It's just, it's an arrangement of words that do not answer the question. That's what I mean.
Your question was, why can't black people be racist? And my answer was that the sociological backing isn't there.
Yeah, that's just begging the question, so elaborate.
It's not begging the question, that's answering it.
Yeah, so what social backings, what do you mean? You have to elaborate.
The social structure of racism has a function in society.
Which is?
To maintain equilibrium by procuring a vulnerable class of people that are easier to feed into a free and cheap labor force.
Wait, so equilibrium, so the
real quick, Ty, take over for me, real quick.
Oh, you're giving up that easy?
No.
Okay, you can go do your homework. What's up, Ty?
That was Cope.
Yeah. Mute yourself.
What were you saying? What was your...
Yeah, so my question was, why can't black people be racist? Also, can I ask you one question that I asked Solid? Were you here the entire time?
I wasn't fully paying attention now.
Okay, so do you think black people can be basketball players?
Can they throw a ball in a hoop? Sure, yeah.
But white people invented basketball.
You invented throwing a ball in a hoop, okay? Is that a question?
I mean, you can say that the black people can throw a ball in a hoop, but they're not basketball players. Right?
Isn't that what
All
basketball
right,
players do?
y'all,
What is
y'all,
this
I gotta shut down.
so
I gotta
racist?
shut down. I
Oh,
don't know if I'll be back or not.
oh, love you.
Appreciate y'all.